Let's not get too self-conscious, alright?
Yeah,
let's just go.
Alright, we're going. Off to a great start. Alright, I like this opening. We're going.
La 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 la.
Welcome back, everybody, to Excellent Boys Play Dust An Elysian Tail.
No context is needed for our jokes to land.
So, it's been a little while, so let's recap of where we are and what we are to.
I don't remember a goddamn thing.
Okay, perfect. That's why I want to recap. So, I think I remember...
Sigh.
What we want to do is, we were wanting to go through some of these side quests and finish them. Are you still down
I think let's just fucking do the story.
Oh, you want to just do the story?
Let's do it.
Okay. You must now travel north to Sorrowing Meadow to beat Baron Cain.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually,
yeah.
And now...
We did a bunch of side questing last time.
Yeah.
And we ran into a bunch of places where we couldn't go because we didn't have a skill. So let's just keep getting our skills so that we can go everywhere and do everything.
Well, I think I remember in my playthrough I had a skill that we don't have yet.
We still need to get the climbing skill, which you probably got from this mission or something like that. Because this is still
I think I got it from a side quest.
Did you really?
Not sure.
That seems odd that you would get that from a side quest unless the climbing sections are only non-essential things.
Okay. I think they're not... I don't know. We'll see. I agree with you. Let's go with the story, though. So, here's the story. This is actually kind of cool.
This is like some sort of blood gate of death.
May relate to those aliens.
Oh, what was this guy's name again? Augustive?
Clive?
Augustive?
Oh,
I think it's Augustive.
Augustin. Yep.
Augustin.
Why, I'm heeding the call of grand adventure, venturing forth to seek my fortune in the wilds of this great, untamed wilderness.
So he's hunting.
Actually,
Untamed Wilderness. That's like a Animal Planet show or something. Or wait, no, I think that's a YouTube show.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, is it the guy who
He lets things bite him?
Oh, what? No, you're thinking of something completely different than I was thinking.
What are you thinking of?
I was thinking of that he does like the tools of like.
No, that's primitive technology.
Ah, there we go.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm sorry.
That guy is amazing
He is pretty cool.
and a true scholar. I actually think
I like
he
the
is
way you
doing
put
it.
that.
I think he might be doing it for school.
But she's a speedy little bugger.
Sorry, I'm trying to pay attention to story, and then we'll go back to primitive technology.
That's all speculation.
Safe. Augustin, if you're not going to go back to Aurora, you'd better wait here.
Yeah, you
Way
fat
ahead
fuck.
of you, mate. I wait around better
You
than
said it,
anyone.
not me.
Good luck out there.
He's so disgustingly agreeable.
Is that a bad thing
Yes.
to be agreeable?
Overly agreeable people
ahead of you, mate.
can't trust them.
Anyways, what was the point you were
I'm
making?
saying that somewhat facetiously, but I do truly mean that.
Okay. So, what were you saying about primitive technology that I was completely ignoring?
I think he does it academically.
Yeah, he definitely does. That's
Now,
a really cool
Whether
part.
he's actually doing it for an institution, I'm not sure. He might just be doing it for himself.
Well, I think it's a style.
And it might have started as that, and then he's been doing it for years now. So
Yeah?
like he might have stopped doing it.
Well, I think it's a YouTube
But
style.
like,
for
if
sure.
you actually look at his, I don't know if you read his descriptions or anything like that. First of all, this blew my mind because I didn't know. I thought it was completely silent, which it is. But he does put captions explaining each step.
Oh,
The way
really?
he's doing it. He did put captions on for that. And then in the description of the video, or is that what it's called? Description? I'm blanking now.
The Vlog Brothers call it the doobly-doo.
Sure. And the doobly-doo.
Yeah, we'll call it the doobly-doo.
He basically puts a very short scientific paper. Or
Oh, really?
not a scientific paper, but he explains his methodology in a way that a scientific paper would do. Like a basic one. I'm putting all these like qualifiers on it that make it sound like I'm putting them down. But what I meant
makes
is
sense,
that
though.
it's short. You know, it's
I
not.
don't think you're putting that.
It only is a couple paragraphs and is basically very dryly saying, you know, the things he did. But I enjoy it.
Yeah, no, that, it's an attention to detail, especially if he does it well. I'm just half
Like
paying attention
it
to it.
literally feels like a science paper that I would write for like middle school or high school. And again, when I say that, it makes it sound like a bit.
I don't necessarily think so.
Well, let me finish what I'm saying either
fine.
way.
A bit dry, a bit...
Not the dryness, but like it makes it sound Juvenile's not the right word.
I'm so very smart, or I'm so...
No, like, because I think when people think of, like, school papers that they wrote in high school and middle school, they think of, like, I mean, at least me specifically, I remember, like, just trying to bullshit my way through them, mostly.
Yeah, I get that.
And I'm not even necessarily saying that's what I'm implying
on that,
it does, but...
On that note, I feel bad for the teachers who had to grade my fucking papers.
Right. I actually feel bad because this is going to be like a bit of a humble brag, I guess, but I usually got like very good feedback on most of my writing. Okay. I always like did not feel that it was deserved.
Really?
Because
I think maybe that's why.
Maybe that's like fraud syndrome, but
maybe.
But
it means you were conscious about the issues your paper had.
Well, it wasn't even that. Like I don't know if I could point to what was bad about it. I just knew it was low effort.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
You know, like
that's true.
You just know I didn't put much effort into this, but they're still like, "Oh, you did good because you like did the bare minimum of explaining things." And I guess
that guy explodes.
Enough people
Be careful. Hit him a couple times
and run. You find him.
Okay, just double checking.
Just gonna fucking.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, careful. You can damage it. Oh. I for tests, like I was sort of that way where like I put low effort in, but I usually did pretty well on tests. I think it's just background flies because there's like death and decay. And I always felt bad because there's people who like do all their homework, and I definitely didn't. I missed tons of homework.
Now in high school, middle school, I usually did all my homework.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure.
Well, you went to a private middle school, so you were.
No, I didn't. I went to normal middle school. I went to Salmon Bay, just like you did.
Didn't you go to a private school?
I went to high school.
Private high school?
I think they are technically classified as independent.
Ah, okay.
I don't know if that's even a significant class.
It felt. Difference. It seemed similar to a private.
It is a private school, like, for all intents and purposes.
And you were, I think, a pretty good student until maybe. I'm wondering if it's part of my influence. Because in college, I felt like you.
No, I was like that in high school too.
You were? Okay. Because
like,
you said
I ended high school with like a 311, which was not bad, but.
Can you break that?
Looks like I need a fruit. Oh, no, never mind.
Got wall chicken. In high school, you. What is it? 311 is 3.11?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's. Like, if you had a 3.11 in college, that's not bad.
Me saying that, like, makes me sound like I think that's a bad score, which I don't. Mm-hmm. At the time, I did.
Ah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Because I was used to, like, always getting 4s or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, usually. Like, I ended, like, 8th grade with a 4.2 somehow. Like, they gave me extra. I don't know, like, what system allows that, but...
And I think it's for that, because, like, you were, like, and then you went... Like, it was a tough high school, right? Like,
yes.
That's perspective.
Here's what I would say is the main reason that I became a bad student. I was given a computer.
Oh.
And there was all downhill from there. I had a computer beforehand, but...
Can you just jump that? I'm curious. Okay, they're just teaching you.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, look, I wonder if this is to do with this somehow.
You can't slide in the air.
But it can slide off of things, right?
Oh, that's true.
Doesn't
get that little momentum. Okay, so because I kind of felt bad because I felt like when I first became friends with you, you were a pretty good student. We'll finish this first.
No, I felt like a bad student before that. I mean, that may or may not be true, but I felt that way about myself before that. All right, whatever.
Kill the thing with evil hands. Hey, it's sort of bossy. Thank you.
Oh, that's like stun loss.
I got the perspective that you were like a hardworking, diligent student before we were friends. I was
never a hardworking, diligent student. I don't think I've ever.
Look, Michael.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I got the perspective. Just because that's what you think or don't think you are.
I understand that's what you were saying. I was just,
I understand.
Clarifying myself.
And I think that's the self-consciousness of yourself.
Self-conscious of myself, yeah, good.
Self-conscious. Yeah. I fucking mean. All right, fuck you.
Don't die, Ryan.
I'm not. I'm
Wait, is that much health? Is that how much health he has after those few hits?
Our damage is insane, dude. But so the perspective I got was you're a good student. And I felt like after we became friends and we started going to college, I felt like I influenced you a bit to become a worse student.
You don't have to feel bad.
Okay. And I don't too much because like you are yourself, so ultimately you have control. I
am myself.
But I was conscious of that, is what I will say.
Fuck.
Because I felt like I became a worse student when I went to college. Like I don't think I was ever a great student.
I definitely got worse.
Okay.
Definitely.
But you think you'd blame the computer?
I don't blame the computer on me getting worse. I blame the computer on me being bad in the first place. Worse.
What?
Just came from me being. I mean, oh, you switched to the electricity power, or did you not mean to?
I meant to.
Okay.
I actually meant to do the particle power. Oh my god! It's the quick fucking tap.
I fucking jinxed you.
Partly. And part of that I think is like the other part is like in college they're off you more. Like in high school there's a bit of like teachers being like, get your homework done, or like there's somebody who's keeping an eye on you. In college you can just skip fucking class, no one gives a shit. Like you just do, like, you're an adult at that point. Like if you're a bad student, the only person who's gonna like yell at you might be your parents. If you're living with them, then they notice and they're paying attention. And I think part of that is, and it's just like the limiter was off and it's like, sweet, computer time.
Yeah, what I would say is I was a bad student, and then once I got into college and even had less monitoring than I had already, which was very little in the first place, it just got worse because...
What?
You know, I could even fail class and no one would know about it except for me.
Yeah, definitely. One thing I would say that is I don't think it was a good thing for me to fail classes.
So it was a good experience to go through failing?
Yeah, I think it's a good experience, and I think it was good that I understood the mentality and I had the ability to fail them and keep going.
Alright, I think the thing here is not to counter him, but to just dodge his attack.
Yes. That's what I was thinking too.
I know, because you had that fail counter earlier, but also because he doesn't, he's intangible except for after he attacks.
Is he intangible unless he attacks?
Well, he like will dodge you. Like, see how he jumps into the background?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I think just try the Y attack, the heavy attack.
I'm gonna
Oh. Nice try.
I think if you start with that.
Yeah, if you start with that, he's already stuck. All right. Well,
okay, there we go. Figured him out.
Rip.
It looks like he's gonna be sort of a normal enemy too.
Yeah.
I think that was like a boss. Yeah. Just like the troll guys.
Yes.
But like one of the experience I actually remember is failing electrodynamics 321 in physics. The first time I was such a bad student in that class. And then I went on, so even though I failed that and it's a required course, I was still able to go on to 322, which is the second quarter. And then they just let you. They just like, I just applied for it and I got in and nobody was like, you can't do this.
Because I've had not that same experience, but like I've failed classes and then tried to get the next class and it would just not work on the registration part. Like it would be like, you can't do this.
Yeah, because you didn't have the prereq.
So it just wasn't a prereq for the next class?
It was a prereq, but
was it like an error, you think? Like legitimately
I don't know.
Just like a computer error? Like
I think it's possible. Correctly? I don't say I think that.
Okay.
I think it wasn't it was just a requirement to take. I don't know if, I think in the system they set up just as a requirement to take, not a requirement to necessarily pass.
It's not a prerequisite. Just it's a thing you have to do.
Like it wouldn't let you just, if you didn't take the first class, it wouldn't let you
Apply for the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God. What the...
They broke your chain, those bastards.
I know. Well, that chain was probably already broken.
No, it's why it said chain broken when you got hit. Otherwise...
Oh, I guess when you're doing that mini game, your chain doesn't tick down for timer. Hey, keys! And I can exit. But let's keep going. But my whole point was like, and then 322 was a pain in the ass because I didn't do a proper job with 321. So I did even worse in 322 because I didn't have the proper skill set from 321. And then 323 was like, fuck, you're gonna have to redo that guy. Oh, I should have saved after.
I'll fucking destroy him easily.
I definitely think so. And then 320.
Ryan's lying. He doesn't believe me. He never has.
23 was like a super fucking hard experience. It, just in general, it was a really hard class, but especially since like I didn't have the proper skills from one class to the next. And then where I'm going with the story is, then I retake 321 because I need it, and also I somehow got a passing grade in both 322 and 323, despite doing horrible in them and not learning.
Can't go back to save, so. You
can later. So once you get the chest, you can go left, get the keys, and then you can slide under and save.
I see.
And that's what I should have done. But you're gonna do that, so it's no biggie. And then I went back 321. Best class experience ever. I learned so much in that class, and I understood it so much better, and I just like got better grades in it the second time through because I had all this experience for all the others, and that was like a very clear and defining experience of like, you shouldn't like, it's not a bad thing to fail, just if you keep at it and if you keep going, and sometimes just redo something and do something again, even though you're like, oh, I've already done 320, I already know all the stuff, just do it and you actually gain a lot out of it. And that's an example of like, for like Dark Souls, what Dark Souls teaches you is to, yeah, I know I said it weird.
But Dark Souls
teaches you is
I forgot that these things came out here.
I don't know if you can dodge at first hit. Maybe if you like hit dodge right away. It's to just like keep trying over and over again. You're gonna overcome it, and don't ever like hang yourself up about your defeats. And just keep going and trying. Keep that perseverance. And that's sort of a lesson of Dark Souls. And that's like the exact experience I had with school. By like keep going and like eventually doing that class over and feeling accomplished with it, I think it made me much stronger with physics. I kind of wish I could have gone back and done 322 and 323 after I did a good job with 321, but I wanted to graduate, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've had some experience where I failed class and then retook it and passed it.
Yeah. Did you?
I've also had the experience where I failed a class, retook it, and then failed it again.
Oh yeah, I had that with one of my calculus.
And
was it calculus for you?
I actually don't remember.
Okay.
I have to think about it. No, it was real analysis. I forget the other name. It was the first real analysis 1, I think, is what it was called.
Okay. Huh.
Which
did you
was
eventually
a
pass it?
Class? No, once you take it twice, you can't take it again.
Really?
That's how all the classes work. You can't fail them twice, and then take them a third time.
Okay. You could.
Okay, well this is in.
We just kind of University of many things. It's fine.
No, we'll beep it.
Yeah. Did I?
We've covered up that we're from our state that we're in.
Yeah, exactly.
So that kind of gives away the state.
When we see it later, we'll see if we need cover up. It's probably
who
fine.
fucking cares? Actually,
there's a lot of.
Who actually cares?
Yeah.
What?
But,
we have a key for that.
Well, I know I said this off camera, even though there's no camera. Off mic.
Oh, right, Funnyfun. Over here, he doesn't want anything coming back to his real name.
I eventually want to become a teacher, so I am skeptical about.
Just don't make any too many homophobic jokes, dude, and you'll be fine.
But gays are dumb. By the way, that's a joke. That's 100% a joke. And Michael lost it because.
Well, it's time for my outburst.
What?
Don't say anything. Or do. Do what you feel.
It got slightly more erotic in here.
Where did my glasses glow?
You put them on under your
They
feet.
fell.
Okay.
I took my shirt off.
It is a little
I took
hot.
my shirt off in a fit of, I would say rage, but rage is not the right word.
Yeah, that was in a rage moment. That was.
And I also had pre-planned it.
Yeah. Which are always the best moments.
But I decided at one point, I said it's hot in here. I'm gonna take my shirt off when I get riled up, and I got riled up. So that's what happened.
All right. So yeah, I don't want to come back and bite me ass. But
Are you gonna comment on my beautiful body?
It's pretty good. It's a nice body. Been working out a little bit.
No, I haven't.
I thought you were with
I was,
your
but
friend.
it's been about a month and a half since I last went to the gym, and I feel really shitty about it, especially because I'm paying money for it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, did you enjoy going
It's
to
a
the
fat
gym?
tax. I
don't know
feel
if
that
it's
from a comedian, so
Yeah. I don't know if anyways,
it is a fat tax. If you pay for the gym and you don't go, it's literally like giving someone money to not feel as bad about yourself.
is it like because you have the membership? Do you feel better? I feel like you'd feel worse.
I think you can. You just have to have the mindset to feel better. Like if you put it in those terms, like
Yeah. I have a.
in the terms of like, oh, this is a fat tax, you can feel better about it. But ultimately, I know I'm lying to myself. 45 to 70, 461 to 630. That's the difference of, okay, so that's 150.
But back to classes, because I actually like this subject.
You would, nerd.
No, I like the
So this is
subject
about-
of failing.
Think about bringing it back to school. Here's a math question for you. So this is about a 50% increase. This is
What's that? Rescue boat. Okay.
This is
Oh, using
also
those math
about
skills.
Well, this is a little bit more than.
So that's 15. So it's 25.
This is more than 50%.
Yeah. So I don't know if always breaking it down, like breaking into numbers is definitely helpful, but I don't know if I think we should look at it from a different light, because I think for the most part it is pretty consistent, like percentage wise, the changes, with the exception of at the start when it was that big jump. Do you think we need to be able to reduce the damage of hits, or take a single bigger hit for the
We
difficulty?
can't increase our attack, so.
Yeah. No, we can't.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying. So I was saying for defense or health, because I don't think fidget.
Are these any different?
I don't know. So that one, so if you go and read it, it decreases damage from enemies and hazards. Well, that increases HP. They're sort of effectively the
Which does the
same. One difference is with higher defense, healing items become stronger.
Sure.
Healing items are flat.
They become weaker, in fact, if you increase your health.
Yes. Oh. Yeah.
They don't become weaker in terms of the absolute amount of health. Like, it's the same. But
Yeah.
in terms of, like, your
You need more of them.
what percentage of your health it's healing, it's less.
Yes.
Which I guess you could argue is not really any significant difference. Or it's not a...
It's pedantic.
It's not a
pedantic argument.
useful measure.
Yeah. So I think health. Because I think we need to be able to take a chunk of
Yeah,
stuff.
fine.
Because I'm not 100% sure how the defense
I
works.
just feel like things will still kill someone hit.
Probably. But less things will.
We'll find out.
But I can't remember if it was calculus. I think it was calculus 2, not calculus 1. I failed twice before passing it. So the first failure, though, was...
You're going to have to save this failure story for next time.
Thank you.
On Excellent Boy Z. We're bringing this joke back because I am
I like the
a
joke.
hack and I only know how to make the same jokes.
Being real here.
Bye.